Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So on today's drawing tutorial, we are going to be talking about the type of brushes we have and how to use them. So before we dive into the video, I would like to plead from you guys to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more of this kind of videos tutorial on how to improve your drawings and what you have to know as an upcoming artist or as a beginner artist. As a beginner artist, so they're going to be coming to you and you are going to be able to get one or two things from them that's going to help you to improve more on your skills. Now let's start the video. So first, we having three types of brushes. We having the stable brush. When it comes to drawing, we having the stable brush, the bristle brush, and the makeup artist brush. Yeah, when it comes to drawing, so we are going to add that third one to it. But normally, if you are not talking about drawing, we having two types of brush. We having stable and bristle. So stable and bristle are two types of brush that they have their own different kind of use and their own pattern of using them. So first of all, let me start with the stable brush. Stable brush is a kind of brush that is having a very soft mouth, a soft edge, and a soft texture. So that's stable brush. And bristle brush has a very hard texture, a very hard mouth to use when trying to paint on something. So now let me show you the stable brush and the bristle brush. Now, so this is a typical example of a stable brush. This is a typical example of a stable brush. Stable brush is having this kind of light texture and a very smooth texture to use. Like, it's good to blend. If you want to blend a drawing or blend a charcoal pencil or blend anything, I would advise you to go for the stable brush. That would be the best choice. So stable, and then you have the bristle brush. This is the bristle brush. Bristle brush is having a very hard texture, a very hard mouth, so it's not going to be good to use on cardboard when trying to blend or trying to make anything on your drawing surface or cardboard. So it's not good to use. And let me tell you how you can differentiate stable brush and bristle brush. From the word stable and bristle, you'll be able to differentiate between stable, like to know the difference, how to call them, so that you won't be mixing stable brush and bristle brush together when you want to buy them at your own art store. For example, if you want, bristle and stable. Bristle sound like pistol. Bristle sounds like pistol. So with that pistol idea, like pistol is something like killing hard stuff, share grab. So bristle sound like something hard. Pistol, bristle. Can you get it right? So that's how it goes. So with the use of bristle brush, you are with the use of that kind of slight comparison, you'll be able to identify the difference between stable and bristle brush. You'll be giving them to each other. So that is a tip on how I am able to get the difference between stable and bristle, and I know it might be working for you too as well. So that's what I'm telling you, because if you get to our store, you'll be like, please, I want to buy a stable brush, I want to buy a bristle brush, and when you order for the brush you want, and they will be able to give you what to ask for, not for you to ask like, please, I want to buy a hard brush, I want to buy a soft brush. That won't be okay enough. Just say, as a professional, you saying you are going to buy a stable brush, you are going to buy a bristle brush is the best thing to do, and then the best way to put it. So that's all for that aspect. And we're having the makeup artist. Generally, there shouldn't be anything like a makeup artist brush, because I think they stole it from us. We are the original user of brush, we are the original founder of brush, so just let us dash them that kind of title like makeup artist brush. I don't think they deserve it, but they stole it from us. Everything they use, they stole it from us, including all this powder they use. They just turn it into, so like, it is powder stuff. All that thing they turn into something else for them to use, so they stole it from us too. We are the original owner of it. So let me show you the example of the makeup artist brush. So this is the typical example of makeup artist brush. You can store it from them. You can't get it from a regular painting brushes. You can't get it from them unless you go for their own kits. Inside their kit is where you can find this type of brush. So just go to their place, and there are some art stores that sells their kind of brush too. You'll be able to get them. You can get a pack of it or get the few ones you need to use from them. You can just pick randomly the one you might need, and then the one you don't need, you can leave it out. But if you have that kind of like big money in your pocket, you can buy it all. everything is going to be used later. So these two brushes, like these are my two favorite brush from the makeup art kit. So I love these two so much. So these are the two I stole from their makeup kit. So let's go. No, I didn't steal it, I buy it new. I didn't steal it from their makeup kit, I buy it in the art store, but I stole it from their art tools, like from their she grab. I didn't steal it from anybody or any artist. Just clear the air, because story still here. It's be like, yeah, guy, are you sure you buy this still? Yeah, no, I'm trying to clear the air. I didn't steal it, I buy it. So yeah, thank you. So let's dive to the usage of sable brush. So having this flat edge too, this one is playing a very important role when it comes to drawing. You can use to draw any sharp edge. It's like in this kind of age, if you are trying to do a hyper realistic drawing, you don't have to use your brush to draw. Like you don't have to use your main pencil edge to draw. You can use every single detail on your drawing. You can use brush to do it, and there is brush to do. Trust me, there is different kind of brush to do every kind of detail you want to use, except you haven't get how to use it. If you learn very well about brush, like brush on its own is a topic to treat for like hours. If you are really willing to know how to draw on a hyper realistic level, you can talk about it for a long time, and then you are going to be able to grab a lot from brush. Brush is more than just a minute topic or a just random topic to talk about when it comes to art. It's playing a very important role. Not even just ordinary painting. You can use brush for a lot when it comes to pencil drawing. So, but for you to use a brush on a pencil surface, there is also these kind of tools, like this kind of medium you have to put in place too, which is the charcoal powder or graphite powder. That one is the best, like the main key of using brush for any drawing stuff or any drawing surface. You just have to get either the charcoal powder or graphite powder. And in my previous video as well, I've done a video on how to derive your own charcoal powder from your charcoal pencil, or you can go to any art store near your own place or your environment and buy this jar of charcoal powder. Yeah, you can go there and buy it. But for now, so let me show you how to use this with brush. You can check out my previous video to see how to do it. So now let me show you how to use this sable brush and charcoal powder together to get what you want, and then this will be the substance I'll be using to explain the rest of the brushes. So now I'm trying to draw a straight line with just brush, so see me through. With just brush you can do a lot. Like with just single brush you can do a lot of things can be done with brush. So this one too is playing a very important role when it comes to blending, shading or anything. Brush is a very big deal, and then you can still use it to blend it out. After explaining that kind of brush, so the previous line drawing brush, so let's go to the other type of brush we have. We're having this kind of brush as well. As you can see, it's having a very much, how should I put it, let me say mouth. It's having a lot of mouth. Yeah, so it can be used to blend a lot of areas. So just use the mouth of the brush to dab on your charcoal powder or graphite powder, so and see how it works. Yeah, I don't know if it's showing very well. I don't think it's showing very well, but let me do a lot of things with it so that you can understand very well. Yeah, so you're going to use this. Is a very important when you are trying to blend a very large surface or a very large area. It's going to blend it perfectly the way you want it and more than you want it in a very smooth way. So let me show you guys. Yeah, that's how it goes. It's going to blend it as smooth as possible. As you can see. Can you see the perfect well done job like being done by this brush? Yeah, so this is a very big deal when it comes to brushing, like using brush to blend. So now let's move on to the next brush. The next brush, yeah. You can remember the last time I said you shouldn't use this, but you can also use it. This brush can be cut into a very smaller parts, like from this to this. Just this can be cut like this. Cut it out, like cut the remaining part here, cut it out, and just leave the little substance out, like so you can use the remaining part like this. You can see this is not how it's being sold. I'm the one that cuts the top to get this kind of smaller size, so I did this myself. You can also do it to this kind of brush as well, but it's going to be a small size, not this kind of a big size. It's very easy to use this kind of brush. Like this is typical example of pencil brush. Typical example of pencil brush. You can use it as pencil, you can use it as brush, you can use it to draw anything you want to draw. Like anything you want to draw with it, you can do it. You are just going to get it into different kind of size you want it to be, or different kind of size, probably different kind of size, so you just have to get it there. So let me show you a typical example. You're going to dab it on your graphite powder or charcoal powder. So let me show you how it's done. This can also be used for drawing straight lines. Can you see? Let me shape it out very well for you to see. So let me show it out. With just this brush alone, I can draw a nose. With just this brush, I can draw a nose. Yes. So brush is a big deal, man. When you're focusing on your pencil, don't forget to focus on your brush as well. So this brush, though a lot of artists do use this kind of brush for blending as well, but for me, I only use it for dusting my drawing surface. But some use it as blending. As you can see, I just dab it on the charcoal dust and see how it goes. So as you can see, it's blending very well. You can use it as that, but me, since I've gotten this brush, I only use it for cleaning the drawing surface. Though you can try it as well, using it as your blending stuff, but for me, I use that. And in my previous video, I mentioned using hand, like avoiding your hand or your drawing cardboard stuff. You can see, for the fact that my hand touch it, you can see this is a damage handmade on cardboard. Check that video out. You will see what I'm talking about do's and don'ts. You have to put in mind as a beginner, so it's there as well. And let's go to the last brush. So this one is this one does a very dark part. Like if you want to do a very dark part, you are going to use this kind of brush. It's going to deliver it to the core, It's going to do a very well done job. A well done job. That's what it's going to do when you're trying to do a very dark part. As you can see, this brush is the best for doing any dark area. If you want to do a very dark area, use this brush, and then you are good to go. So a lot of things can be done with just brush. You can do a lot of millions of things with it. So it depends on how far you can use your brushes, how far you understand them. So I would just advise you to learn and keep learning every time. That's the best advice I can give everybody. We are always learning, and learning doesn't end anywhere. So just learn. If you buy these materials, like these shape brushes, you're not going to get them at once. You are going to put in a lot of hard work to get it done. Yeah, so you're going to get there. At the end of it, you're going to get there, but it requires a very hard work, very consistent, like, and your time, and a lot of research. Like, you have to make researches, meet artists physically, meet them and ask them, what did you use, how do you use them, interact with artists, so that you'll be able to at least get one or two things from them. You can't get everything online, but if you meet one or two artists and ask them about their materials you use, I'm very sure they'll be able to share a little bit of experience or ideas with you that are going to be able to grab from it as well. You can't do it alone. You have to come together with people to be able to do it together. So learn, research, and be consistent. So the most of all is for you just to stay tuned to my YouTube channel, because I'll be dropping a lot of hacks and tutorials that is going to benefit your career as a beginner, that's going to improve your skills, that's going to add to your knowledge about pencil or about any field of art in general. So this is just the beginning of everything. So I'm still trying to break down these procedures, like the step-by-step procedure. Later I'm going to dive into the full drawings classes, but for now, before I can dive into that, I have to show you guys the primary tools, how to use them, and then the do's and don'ts. Those are the steps if you are going to improve. So it's best for you to follow my channel, and then you'll be able to see as you are going to, like, we should be moving together to see the improvements and the step-by-step stages. You are going to be able to follow it up and get to where you want to get at once as an artist or as a beginner, where you dream to be, what you wish to be able to do with your pencil or anything you want to do with it. So you are going to be able to do it if you have been able to stay tuned to my channel. So this will be the end of today's video. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to get more of this kind of videos. So I have to say bye, peace, have a nice day ahead or good night, or anytime you're watching this. Bye.